Well, it's forecast to be hot today, so I've started off early. This is Swanpool, as you can see behind me. Apparently named because Lady Boscowen kept her swans here. There are some swans nesting on the site, but they're over there at the moment. So with this walk we're going to take from Swanpool. We're going to walk inland up to Maenporth Beach. From there, of course, we'll be able to then return by the coast road back to Swanpool. So I hope you can join me for this walk.
Now we're going to start in Swanpool car park. It's quite quiet this early in the morning. I've always wondered why this was a gravel car park. Then I learnt that there used to be a big spoil heap from a mine here, which the American Army flattened just before D-Day to make this car park. Now our route is at the back of the car park, just where you can see this man coming from. We follow the line of the lake until it bends round at the end, and then we take the path almost straight on, which leads us through Swanvale. It's a lovely little stream, a little green lane that runs through Falmouth. I'm not sure that many people know about it.
This is the little stream of Swanvale next to our path. Green belt that leads up through Falmouth.
When you come to a multi-way junction at the end, paths leading off in all different directions, we're going to take the sharp left. Go up. This climbs up through the Boslowick estate, which one time used to have a large manor house on it, but no longer does. It's actually built on the oil storage depots for the port. Just before D-Day, this was attacked by German bombers, set the oil storage depots alight, and the oil cascaded down towards the little we just walked along. Luckily, some quick actions by firefighters and some American bulldoze drivers managed to divert it before it destroyed all the houses at the bottom. It's a 200-foot climb to the top. You'll be glad to know that when we get to the top, that'll probably be most of the climbing done. So just take your time. After our long climb, it's time for a quick sip of water. We reach this little roundabout at the top of the estate. Our path is directly opposite, which leads through the allotments. This is high summer, so they're in full flower and people have been working hard to grow their crops. Walk through the allotments, go over a stile, cross over a lane, go over the next stile, and then we come into a little wooded path. The path eventually takes us down a slope past a holiday establishment, to a little lane, turn left about 50 yards up there at a little sign that says Hansey House. We turn left up that lane, walk up there for 100 yards or so, and then there's a field with a gate which leads us off into the main path. You can either follow the edge of the field, but it's much nicer to walk down through a little wooded tunnel that takes us along some more fields. As we approach Tregenna campsite, there's a lovely stately oak tree standing in the field. I think it's almost a perfect example of the English. As we drop down past Tregenna campsite, the path continues straight on through some woods over a lovely little wooden walkboard that's been recently created, and then across the moorfields to Rosemerryn House. This is Rosemerryn House, which is an old manor house. It was then bought by Charles Fox of the famous Fox family, who owned Trebar as well, and his estate originally took it all the way down to Maenporth. The path is to the left. Don't walk down the main drive, you don't want to upset the owners. The path loops around the back of Rosemerryn House and eventually comes across some fields where you can actually view where we've come from. Passing through another gate, we start a gentle decline through some lovely little wooded tunnel which takes us gently down to Maenporth Beach, with views of the lake that's been blocked by the sandbar at Maenporth. There's a toilet and café at Maenporth, so let's just sit and enjoy the view a little bit. The coast path back to Falmouth is on our left. We climb up the hill. We can look back, we can see the entrance to Maenporth. And further over we can see Rosemerryn Head, after which is the estuary of the River Helford, and then we can see Nair Point in the far distance. Looking the other way, we can see St Anthony's Lighthouse, the entrance to Falmouth Harbour, and Pendennis Castle, which guards the entrance. This is the exit of the tunnel at what locals call Stack Point, because there used to be a large chimney over this exit. This tunnel leads all the way down to Swanpool, where there used to be a arsenic mine. The thing about arsenic is if you heat it up, it doesn't turn to a liquid, it turns straight to gas. When it cools down, it turns from the gas straight back into a solid. So the arsenic would deposit itself on the tunnel walls. How do you get the arsenic off? You send a little boy up to scrape it off the walls. Yeah, health and safety in those days, eh? If you look down just before the house on the path, you can actually see Tuke's Beach, or Tuke's Cove. So Henry Tuke was a local Falmouth painter, and he painted pictures of young lads enjoying themselves, a total difference to those poor lads climbing up the arsenic tunnel. We now descend down the gentle slope with views of the beachgoers at Swanpool and back to our start point. If you found this video useful, then I would appreciate it if you could like, and if you want to see more videos like this, then please subscribe.